Just practice from the April 26, 2018 talk, The 12 Bases. Yesterday I was talking about the 5 aggregates. When we practice meditation, we should see physicality and mentality, matter and mind, these realities. These 5 aggregates are form, feeling, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. We should see these 5 aggregates when we practice meditation. Yesterday I talked about this. So today I'd like to talk about the 12 bases. When we practice meditation, we should know the 12 bases. We have internal bases and external bases. We have 6 internal bases, or internal sources. In Pali, we call this ayatana, bases, sources, or spheres. When consciousness and its concomitants arise, we call these bases. So with internal bases, we have our eye base, ear base, nose base, tongue base, body base, and mind base. The eye base, for example, means the sensitive part of the eye. The sensitive part of the ear is called the ear base, etc. It's easy to remember. The internal bases are eye sensitivity, ear sensitivity, tongue sensitivity, nose sensitivity, body sensitivity, and mind sensitivity. We have 6 external bases too. These are visible objects, sounds, odors, tastes, tangible objects, and mental objects. We call them bases because it's the place, or the sphere, for the mind to arise. Without having eye sensitivity or visible objects, we would not see anything. No eye consciousness would arise. When we have eye sensitivity and we have visible objects, then eye consciousness arises. We see. So based on the internal and external bases, and eye consciousness, ear consciousness, etc., different kinds of wholesome and unwholesome consciousness arise. We call these ayatana, or the 12 bases. We die, and are reborn in the cycle of birth and death. Samsara. There's no end. Why? Because of the 6 internal bases and 6 external bases. If, for example, we see something likable in our daily lives, then greed, craving, and attachment arise. If we don't like it, then anger arises. This is based on our eye sensitivity, and based on the visible object, then greed, anger, or delusion arises. The Buddha said that what we need to counter this is awareness, or mindfulness. Mindfulness is like security. Try to observe what kind of external objects appear through the 6 sense spheres. We have to be mindful. 285. The Collected Teachings of Luang Por Chaya. If we're mindful, especially for meditators, when we see something, it's just seeing. Don't think more than that. It's just seeing. Don't allow yourself to think, I like it, or I don't like it, or it's beautiful, or it's ugly. It's just seeing. What are we seeing? We're seeing reality. Just a visible object. If we see it as a person, as a man, or as a woman, and so on, greed or anger will arise. So if we see some visible object, it's just seeing. The object isn't always there. It just arises temporarily and then disappears. This means the form, the visible object, is impermanent. How about our eye sensitivity? This also is always arising and disappearing, as is its nature. How about eye consciousness, or seeing consciousness? Just arising and disappearing, one after another. When we understand this point, that it's just mind and matter, physicality and mentality, we won't see it as form, a shape, as a person, or as a man or woman. Then no greed, no anger, and no delusion arise. We need to understand what is reality and what is concept. So our meditation object should be reality, not a concept. When we see something or hear something, for instance, greed, anger, or delusion arises. This greed, anger, or delusion is the cause of suffering. We'll suffer about that. And not just in this life. In future lives we'll have to be reborn. In our daily lives, greed, anger, and delusion arise many, many times. Just think about that. It means we accumulate bad karma, and when we die, this bad karma gives results. maybe we'll be reborn in an unhappy state. That's why we need to protect our internal sixth sense bases. Whatever objects appear, try to use mindfulness or awareness. If we have awareness, then wisdom will follow. They are working together. This is wholesome consciousness. If we have effort, mindfulness, and concentration, we will understand that it's all just mind and matter. This is wisdom, and there will be no room for mental defilement to arise. That's why we need to practice mindfulness meditation. If we see, hear, smell, taste, or touch something, it's just seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. I'd like all of you to try the best you can to be aware of every physical activity and mental process. Whatever happens in your thoughts, in your sensations or feelings, whatever you see, hear, smell, taste, 286, just practice touch or think about. Try to be aware of it, and you will see just mind and matter arising and disappearing, one after another. This means you see the truth. By seeing that, you'll know it's just phenomena arising and disappearing, impermanent. You will not attach to the body, to anyone, or to anything. As you don't attach to anything or anyone, there's no suffering. So how do we reach the cessation of suffering? We need to understand mind and body as impermanent, suffering, and uncontrollable. Try to practice insight vipassana meditation. May all of you understand the nature of mind and body, and eventually be able to reach the cessation of suffering and gain enlightenment in this very life. 287.